Good day to viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Preceptory of British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. What load of old tat have we got to show you today? Well, this is an interesting machine the Squire bought at the weekend. He didn't pay a lot of money for it. It doesn't look worth very much. In fact, I haven't put the knobs back on. One of the knobs was missing, so I had to find another one for it. But luckily I had some spares. But there it is. What could it be, viewers? Some load of 1930s tat? Well, it is certainly 30s. And it is, as you can see, a Cowey Multigram, made by the Cowey Engineering Company Limited, Kew Gardens, Surrey, as some people say. Now, doesn't look very exciting, but then you notice some odd things about it. That is the winding handle. Yes, a vertical winding handle. There's a reason for that. We open it up, and you think, oh yes, typical sort of HMV inspired grille there. What does it cover? Some tin horn, load of old tat? Well, it does cover a tin horn, yes. I'll put you down a second. There we are. Right, whilst I get the... oh, I'll take that piece of moulding out. That's right, that covers the... Right, let's take out the motor, which we'll look at in a second. Because the motor is one of the principal features of the Cowey Multigram. But then we'll first have a look at the horn. There we go. It's an 8-foot long Waveola horn. Absolutely incredible. Probably the biggest internal horn at the time, apart from the Victor and HMV Orthophonics. Now, one of the more interesting items about a Cowey Multigram is, let's see if we can prop that up for you, is the motor. Now this is fearsome, absolutely fearsome. There we go. That's the motor, and as you can hopefully see, it's got 6 springs. They're only 3/4 inch springs, so you'd think it would be of no real power, but Cowey used very thick, very long springs in here, made by Emo, and so you get a heck of a lot of power in these things. Now what's this load of tat here? And what's all this device here? Well, that's because you have a power indicator. That's the winding shaft, and it goes down to a bicycle chain. So it is wound. When you wind it up, let's make sure I've... there you go. That's how you wind the motor up. Absolutely extraordinary. I'll put you down again a second, whilst I put that massive motor. And as you notice, I forgot to mention, that's the Cowey standard double spring motor there, which has had the top bottom plate removed and extra springs added. Extraordinary bit of kit. Let's bring a bit of light up here. There we go. And as you see, working very well. Unfortunately, it's also so heavy that I've had to put some reinforcement in on the motorboard, because the auto brake wasn't working properly. Right, so that goes back there. Move the handle out of the way. We'll put the turntable back on, so I don't think there's anything else we need to tell you about that. That's it. Right, now it's wound down. Now one of the other features of the Cowey Multigram, because Cowey made sort of speed indicators and other technical devices like that. And what you've got there, let's bring the light up again, is the record indicator, how many records it will play. 10-inch and 12-inch records, 7 12-inch and 10 10-inch at one play. Now watch this, this is hilarious. Actually, I'll put the, there we go, put the brake on. Well, with most ordinary gramophones it doesn't really matter because they're only double sprung or even at the maximum quad sprung. When you get to 6 springs, you do need to know how much power is left in the motor. Right, now we'll play a bit of this so you can hear the sound. Actually, we'll play it a bit further in. There we go. Actually, no. So there we go for that one. Let's try a dance band record. Move that hand out of the way. Right, I'll just balance you there whilst I go and find another record. There are one or two about here somewhere. Let's have a look. Dance band records. Ah yes, I think that's the heat, isn't it? Never can tell in this place, I can tell you. So what have we got? Let's go that way. Yes. Yes, how about some Savoy Hotel Orpheans? Or actually, Savoy Orpheans. There must be a difference, I don't know. Right. And we're still, the indicator is still indicating we can play 5 12-inch and 6.5 10-inch records. So, here we go. That was jolly good. Let's find the title for you. I didn't set the auto brake. I should have done, shouldn't I? Right, and that was His Master's Voice B2031. When I Think of You, Foxtrot, played by the Savoy Hotel at the Savoy Hotel, London. Right, let's try something else. Now, somewhere here, I've got a real classic record. Did he mail? No, that wasn't it. Let's put those somewhere else. Let's have a look. I think it's one of these, isn't it? Yes, it is. If I can... Let's just have a look. Oh, it's not that one. I think it's this one. Ah. Right. Yes, it is. Let's play this one for you, viewers. I know I've done it before, but we'll play both sides as well. Because we've got plenty of time, plenty of space, plenty of steam in the machine, as it were. And here we go with Everything is Fresh Today, MR1046, Regal Zona phone. And we've still got just about 5 10-inch and about 4 12-inch records worth of power. So if I set that in the last groove, that's it.
Accomplished fellow. He's the leader of the village choir, and his voice is warm and mellow. He drives a fruit cart around the street, and everybody knows it. He doesn't sing or rave about his fruit, he simply blows it. He's doing it all day long. It's better than any song. You've got to admit it's cute, so all together let it go. Eat more fruit. It's certainly come to stay. It's a treat to hear him say, hey, fruits in season plenty, berries, apples, plums, and the old raspberries. Everything is best today. Friday night when work is done, he never wastes a minute. To the village hall he hurries round, where he sings just like a linnet. To hear him blow a melody, it's great, you can't deny it. And if you've nothing else to do, I'd like you all to try it. Get ready and do it now. When you know how, though it isn't very pretty, you've got to admit it's cute. So all together let it go. Eat more fruit. It's certainly come to stay. It's a treat to hear him say, hey, don't he laugh so far he may go. Everything is best today.
amazing. It's such a delight when an auto brake actually works. Right, let's play the other side. We've still got plenty of steam left in it. Look at that. The gauge is now down to 4 records and 3 12-inch. So
Who's this guy that everybody knows? He's one renowned by the way he blows. His fame is spreading through the land. Now he's become the leader of a real jazz band. And on the radio you'll hear him play. He's got a tone that's most unique today. He plays so soft and low. He sets your senses all aglow. You must admit he's got a lovely tone. It's like a sizzle of a real trombone. As hot as he can be. That boy's got talent, you'll agree. Good evening, everybody. Just been listening to Jack Hodges and his band, Broad Raspberry to you from Broad Raspberry House. He has just played for you 2 numbers. The first was Everything is Fresh Today, a little fruit song, and the last one, The Raz Melody. We are now closing down for the night. So good night, everybody. Good night. This is his signature tune.
there we go. Oh, it's such a delight. And we've still got plenty of steam on there, but there we are. I think you probably had enough of this. That's the Cowey Multigram. 6 springs. Will play up to, well, 10 10-inch and 7 12-inch records at one wind. I've only ever seen one of these before, and I owned it. I don't know where it went, actually. I have a vague idea. It may have gone somewhere abroad. Anyway, this is only the second one I've seen. I assume they were for domestic use, but you never know. Presumably for people having parties who wanted to play quite a few records at one go. And so there we are. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thank you and goodbye.